Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lumi. You can find here videos of me playing or talking about Blizzard's majestic card game Hearthstone. And also I have this thingy, which I call an experiment, because I clearly don't know what the scientific term experiment means. So, I will play Hearthstone for 30 days in a great daily dosage in September 2015 to see how far I can go from being a casual player as I am today. And I'm going to stream it on Twitch, so go follow me there. My experiment called Casual Upgrade. Watch this video if you would like to know a bit more about it. Long introduction, sorry. Today I will start to talk a bit about my decks. Yay! Before my experiment, I'd like to introduce to you all of the decks I'm currently playing. Because the new expansion, the Grand Tournament, can be released in any days now, I can't promise that I will play with the very same decks during September. But still, I think these videos will give you a good picture about my collection and my gaming style in general. So let's start already. My first deck is Mage. Good old Jaina. She was the very first hero you played when you started Hearthstone. And probably Mage was the very first class having a well-defined deck, which became popular amongst the casual players. It was the Freeze Mage deck, and it was basically unbeatable. They had to change the game a bit by increasing the mana cost of the 3 key cards of this deck. Surprisingly, the Freeze Mage deck is still a thing. It is still part of the metagame, and it is still annoying as hell to play against. But I don't really know why I'm talking about this when I have a completely different deck to show you. So, the Mage deck I'm currently playing is a tempo deck, usually called as the Flamewaker deck. And I don't know why I said currently, because this deck is basically the very first Mage deck with what I played a bit more. As you can see, I call this wonderful composition Magency, with absolutely no reason apart from the cheesy joke with the word. This deck is not my creation. It was not designed by me in any way. Actually, I'm really bad at creating original decks, so you won't see many real Lumi decks here. So, about this. You probably already have seen this type of deck. It's pretty common, a lot of people playing this deck. It is based around mostly the Flamewakers. You have some cool spells and some minions who are helping you to play out your spells, like Sorcerer's Apprentice and Mad Scientist. And you have the Mana Worm and you have Flamewaker. So whenever you play your spells, you get some extra value out of them. And if you survived, in the end, you have some really big guys to help you finish the job. I made a few changes in the original deck, so my Magency deck is probably a tiny bit different than the others. First of all, I added a Flame Strike, because I was not able to do anything with the Patron Invasion. And I traded the usual piloted shredders for mechanical yetis, because I often found myself with not enough cheap spells to make my Flamewaker guy do his work properly, so those spare parts sounded like a good idea. For the same reason, I added some more cheap spells, 1 Arcane Missiles and 1 Mirror Image. And the last change I made on the deck was adding 1 more secret, a counterspell. Before that I was only running 2 mirror entities. And actually my main reason to add more secret was that I was a bit disappointed with my Mad Scientists. No, seriously. Mad Scientist has the death rattle to put out a secret from my deck to the battlefield. For a 2-mana minion, it's insane. Especially that the mage secrets are quite big, they cost 3 mana otherwise. So of course I played Mad Scientists, and I always wanted to play out as many secrets by them as I can. But they work better if you have more type of secrets in your deck, so hence the counterspell. Otherwise I think this deck is pretty much the same. It has Flame Cannon and Frostbolt to remove minions, it has Unstable Portal, which is probably the most fun card to play ever. It has 2 Fireballs, because duh, you're a mage. It has some Belchers, cause Belchers are awesome, and also a Chasm Mystic, because lately I'm facing hunters and mages in like 50% of the times, and stealing their secrets is just heartwarming. And the legendaries. I think the main reason that this type of deck caught my eyes in the first place were the legendaries. Because I don't have a very complete collection of cards, especially legendaries. Earlier, I neither spent real money on the game, nor played enough, so I only managed to craft a very few legendary cards. I think only Isaiah, Dr. Boom and Ragnaros were lucky enough. And I opened the Sylvanas, which is a golden Sylvanas, and probably still my luckiest card I ever got. So I really like that the deck runs Ragnaros, Boom, Sylvanas, because I got them, and also Kel'Thuzad and Lothar from the Next Adventures. Ooh, Kel'Thuzad! I forgot to mention that he is another guy who is not always part of this team, but I had to keep him. I've never had earlier a deck which was running him and working properly, so I didn't know it could be so much fun. He's like a party wizard. He has this dramatic entrance, and then he keeps giving me badger slimes. Yeah, so that's it. Let's play. Let's see. It is a worthy opponent. That is a good start. So what we want to have now is like a mana worm and some cheap spells. But actually the Mad Scientist is also a good start. The perfect one turn mana worm and coin and some cheap spells or one more mana worm perfect opening won't happen, but having a Mad Scientist in turn 2 with this deck is just as good. Yeah, okay, not as good, but we are happy. Okay, so our opponent is called the Villain. Yeah, that shows some disrespect, and he's apparently playing Handlock. So let's see what we can do here. We can ignore the minion of his, or just starting to get. Probably we could have ignored it, but I think in a long run it was the better chance, because otherwise he would have silenced our Mad Scientist, and we don't want that happen now. So now our owl can trade with his guy, and we can ping the owl and have the board cleared out. Okay, Twilight Drake. Yeah, that's a pretty usual 4th turn for a Handlock. What we can do with the Drake. We can't kill it with one fireball, because then he will live, and we don't have enough mana to ping it and fireball it. So we will deal with it in the next turn, and now we have Loatheb. Loatheb is a pretty fair 5th turn. I think it's like every time. It's almost the same as with Dr. Boom, that it's almost always the perfect 7th turn. So Loatheb is a pretty good 5th turn as well. 5-drop. So now we have a few opportunities. I'm planning to play out probably the Secret, but we can also play like Sylvanus, which will be really helpful in this matchup. But now I think it was better. Of course, it would have been much better if we could kill the Drake with the damage the Flamewaker just dealt. But hey, we got a giant! Look at our giant! It's almost as big as his, or wait a minute, it's exactly as big. Yeah, I'm that polite, thank you. Ooh, the Villain gets a bit salty, but I mean, come on. He should have known that it was my secret, it's always this. But still, we have to get rid of his big guys. And it would be really nice to do it that way, that our guys will live. So we can play out Dr. Boom, of course, at the perfect 7th turn. Or play out Sylvanas, and let's hope that he will get something really nice in the next turn from this big guy collection. Or we could just start trading. Yeah, I mean, we can do both. Yeah. I'm certainly not happy that the big giant just died, but I didn't see any safe way to get rid of his. And he had a taunt, so But hey, look at that Dr. Boom. And look at that other Dr. Boom. I mean, come on. I know it's not surprising that it happens, but still, it's always fun to see. So, what should we do here? I really want to go Kel'Thuzad and just trade all the bots and the Dr. Boom. Because then it means that in the next turn we will have our Dr. Boom and he won't have his. So it's like a double feature. Oh, okay. That little boom survived. Boom bot survived. But that's okay. I mean, so good, right? So good. Kel'Thuzad is the real MVP, that's for sure. Yeah, most of the time, actually, the Mirror Entity is the most valuable card. But still, Kel'Thuzad is just really good to have. Yeah, but now I'm actually getting a bit annoyed that he has a Sylvaness and I have like 2 big legendaries out there. It's not a good scenario. But let's see. Okay, we have our Boombots back. Always nice, always nice. And I have my own Sylvaness. And you know what else I have? Lethal damage. I mean, seriously, I didn't notice earlier. Sometimes it happens. They say that you should always be aware of how far away you are from being lethal, but sometimes it happens with me that I just don't notice it, because I'm miscalculating or not calculating at all, like now, because I'm concentrating so badly on trading. But it's actually a very happy scene when it plays out like this. I'm just sitting here, getting worried about how will I get rid of this or get rid of that, and boom, I already won. But no, seriously, I'm not proud of myself. Missing lethal is shameful. It's like seppuku shame. No, seriously, if you do that, like me, you should feel bad. This is a serious game. Okay, I'm just kidding around. And new match, new chances not to miss lethal this time. Shaman. So, look at this hand now. We have some spells and a lot of secrets. Yeah, definitely not the perfect hand, but actually Unstable Portal, even coining out Unstable Portal in the first turn could be really good. I'm not sure because we can hope that Arcane Missiles will hit his guy, but I think Unstable Portal is just a better play. Woo! Look at that 3-mana cost Emperor Torison. Not bad at all. Fun. So, actually, I always play Unstable Portal a bit too early because I'm always so curious what will I have. So, we should get rid of these guys because this Mech Shaman deck looks really aggressive. I don't know how to do it. Probably if we get lucky with the Arcane Missiles. Sometimes it happens, sometimes we get lucky. But it's still not good that he has the Mech Warper because I'm pretty sure he has some pretty big mechs in there. Oh god, like a Whirling Zapomatic. It is like the key card of this Mech Shaman type of decks, because if you can deal with it instantly, then he just kills your face on the spot. But we have 3-turn Emperor Torison, so we've got that going for us, which is nice. But we still had that tiny problem that I'm not sure how we will survive to see our big minions in play. Ew. Oh no. Okay, so he kills our Torison with only one guy and the Zapomatic survives, which is, did I mention this is not good for us? I mean, we are at 16 health. Okay. We killed that, and now we can We can ping the little guy or play out a secret. I don't know. So he probably doesn't have too much spells, like just Rockbiter weapons. Is it called Rockbiter weapon? I always a bit worried about the names, but anyway, I think he has more minions than spells, so Mirror Entity is better now. But we'll see. And yeah, we are not that far away from, you know, playing at those bigger minions. Yeah, Dr. Boom in the 6th turn. That will be good. Just hope that we will see that day. Okay. So, we've got some options. We can ping and counterspell, or we can ping and Yeti. Yeah, that is the best play. I mean, the Yeti he's a good guy. He's usually a good guy. And next turn we can get serious with our boom. Oh, one more MacWarper. It's so good. Yeah. We could have something better with the Mirror Entity. Like even the Annoyatron would have been better, but I'm not whining. That happens. That's okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so he's getting another totem. That is okay as well. He's trading. And the question is it boom time? Can I trade some of his guys somehow? I just want to go with boom. And actually, the boom bots will be will deal some great damage with these small minions, though. So because now we have some real chance that they will, you know, when they die, they kill like 2 minions. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! So the boom bots won't kill anyone. Well, yeah, this is how this type of deck gets beaten up. Yeah, but I have to say you don't see that many shamans around lately. And this kind of shaman deck, this mech shaman deck, has like a very, very strong early game, and you have to have a pretty weak early game to make this matchup work like that. Yeah, we don't want to keep any of that. These are not good cards to start with. They're too big. So, yeah, I don't want to say that this match could have not been played better by me, but I had a pretty bad starting hand and he has an okay starting hand, so that was pretty much. Sorry people, I have to cut this here, but there's a second part of this video about me playing this mage deck, starting with this Mirror Mage game. I don't want to say anything spoilerish, but I heard that this game and the next few ones have some really hilarious moments. So go ahead, click on this link and I'll see you there. Also, in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitch. Bye!